Good evening, Dr. Reimer. It's Craig Sinclair again. Um, Again, there was so much material in this book that really spoke to me, and actually that I thought about while as I read the book, and to come across these subject matters was amazing because it really just tied in my whole experience from my past and what I'm learning now. And again, to narrow it down just to two was difficult. It and what I finally ended up with was on the first one was page 187. It's the first paragraph, the last sentence, which spoke about the immediate return environment in which we live in. I mean, this was something that instant gratification, right? Again, I would go in the stores, shoplift, and sell something for a quick buck. I'd meet women, for that instant gratification. It was a pay and play situation. It was just always in the moment for the moment. There's no tomorrow. There's no anything past today for right now. Again, I was homeless, right? So I'd panhandle. There was no like getting a job and waiting for a paycheck. I had an addiction to feed, and looking at this particular statement, that was in the book, it actually spoke to the active addict, right? I mean, this is how I was, and I'm sure many active addicts are. We're not waiting for our next high. We're not waiting for our next fix. It's right now. What do I have to do right now so I can feel better? Who can I get right now to make me feel better? We're not looking for long-term relationships, but it's the street, and the street it's now. It's basically now and never. And I read that, and I was just like, wow. And everything else in the book, I don't know who else would, gravitate to what they would gravitate to, but this definitely grabbed me. This was like the first thing that, hold on, I just want to check my time. It's just a really thing that spoke out to me, that immediate return environment in which I lived. And again, this is for the better part of 10 years, right? And the next thing that that just jumped out, and it was just like, wow, was page 198, and it was benefit number 3. Habit tracking satisfying. Habit tracking is satisfying. And so as I read, I said, okay, is the bottom of the page, last sentence. And I'd like to quote this. I know you say really read from the notes, but this is something that just touched me. And again, it's just about my process, right? It said that habit tracking provides visual proof that you are casting a vote for the type of person who you wish to become, which is a delightful form of immediate and intrinsic gratification. To me, this spoke to recovery. I'd like to share something with you about my habit tracking. As you can see, these are my NA chips. This one here is for a year, right? It glows in the dark, and it's for 1 year of tracking good habits. And then this one here is for 18 months. And again, this is from tracking, right? And every time I look at these two, I have more, but this is the latest one I have, right? For 18 months. I have like 18 months in December. So every time I look at those, all right, it lets me know. I just want to check my time. Every time I look at them, it gives me that satisfaction of knowing that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, right? Knowing that it took time to get that. It wasn't overnight. It wasn't I just went one day and they gave me that. No, I had to do one day at a time, and I earned that. And they say it's about the process, not perfection, right? It's about the process. Even coming to school, like I'll do an assignment and I'm like, oh, I wonder what grade I'm getting. I hope I get this or this. And then like, what? For me personally, it's not about the grade. It's not. I've lived, right? I'm grown. I'm mature, a little crazy. And it's about the process. It's about me doing the best work that I know I can do. And that in and of itself is the reward. And no grade could make or break that. But thank you again. Thank you for allowing me to express that. Thank you for letting me share that piece with you. And I'm interested in just hearing your comments. And thank you. Have a great evening. Bye now.